Good afternoon and welcome to Hot Jobs with Hire Military. Can you believe it's Tuesday afternoon again? I mean, the weeks go so fast. It's so great to see you. How are you all today? Give us a shout out if you are watching live. We would love to know who's in the audience because we want to say hello to you and we want to have a bit of interaction. So where are you watching from? Your reason for watching us today? Are you looking for a SkillBridge internship or is a new permanent role in your future? Whatever you want to share with us, we want to hear about because we want to be able to help you as best as we possibly can. If you have a question for us today, or if there's something burning that's been on your mind that you would like the Hive Mind here to weigh in on and share our experience or our information, please do throw that in the comments too. We love to be able to take a moment or so the last 5 minutes or so, to take a look at your questions and see how best we can answer those and give back at the end of this. Today, we will be sharing our newest SkillBridge internship opportunities. So if you are not familiar, that is for the transitioning service member part of our population. And then we will also have direct hire, or as the majority of us call it, permanent job opportunities. And those are open to anybody who is in our military population. If you're a military spouse, they're open to you. If you're a veteran, open to you. Or if you are in your last few months, days, weeks of active duty, they're open to you too. Oh my gosh, so many people in here already. Adam, it's lovely to see you in Virginia Beach. Mark in Dallas. Michael, you're from South Carolina. Who else have we got? Perrin, great to see you again. Haven't seen you for a while. Irvin, Jared, John Lamb, one of our favorites. It wouldn't be a Hot Jobs with Hire Military if John wasn't here from Hawaii. Still super early there. This really is our favorite 30 minutes of the day. We get to spend it with you, sharing our newest and greatest information. And we are here for everybody. So if you haven't already and you haven't shared where you are coming from, as you are writing, please tell us how you heard about us. That's also something we are looking to find out because we want to share the wealth. We want to get the information about this 30 minutes and about what we do at Hire Military across all of the installations. So if you have any ideas on where we could post or share our information, please do tell us. We need to know that. If you haven't already, take a look at the event for this live this afternoon. And there are a few hot links on there that we really want to highlight and share with you today. Gosh, so many people joining us right now. Hey, Christopher Napoleon, good to see you. One is the beginner's guide to an effective LinkedIn profile. If you're getting more active on LinkedIn now, you really will want to learn how to optimize your profile. And if you want to take it one step further, Mike Quinn, our CEO, is delivering mastering LinkedIn workshops now through until the rest of the year, the end of this year, through the USO transitions team. So his next one is on October the 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you are interested in hearing more about that, take a look at the link and register through the USO website. We also every single week share a document, a resource that Olivia in our marketing team put together, and it is all around how to target your resume. We know that you have most likely heard that phrase time and time again, but we also are familiar with the fact that it's really easy for us to say, hey, you need to make sure you target your resume when you make an application, but that doesn't necessarily translate. What does that mean? So we've taken the opportunity to actually not just tell you what to do, but how to do it. So we've taken an indicative job description, a resume, and we've put the two together to really create a competitive application for a hypothetical job. So to show you the how-to on that one. So if you are making your applications right now, or if you're finding that your applications aren't getting through to interview stage, pause, take a look at that and see if you can reevaluate your process. If we haven't met before, it's really lovely to see you. I'm Lucy. I am one of the directors here at Hire Military. I've been here for about 2.5 years now. As everybody is within the whole of our business, I am part of the military community, but you can probably tell that I haven't been active duty myself. I am a military spouse, and my husband is currently in the US Air Force, and we are based just south of Fairbanks, Alaska at Eielson Air Force Base. So if you've been to Alaska, if you've been stationed at one of the many installations here, Coast Guard, Navy, Army, Air Force, give me a thumbs up, say hi, because as you are aware, once you get into October, Summer and fall are most definitely over. There's no long summers here for us, and we are experiencing our second day of snow here in the interior. But I'm going to pass over to Matt Collins to take a moment to introduce himself.
Oh, snow already in Alaska, Lucy. Hey, Matt Collins. I am the SkillBridge recruiter here with Hire Military, and I am in Missoula, Montana, which somehow makes Alaska makes us look like summer in the Bahamas right now, but it is going to get brisk here very soon. So I'm a 28-year Army veteran myself, a product of the SkillBridge program, so I can really speak to the value of SkillBridge. And I'm really excited to share some great roles we have today, just a few of the roles we have, as well as maybe answer any SkillBridge questions folks have out there. So with that, I will hand it over to you, Brandy Walker.
Thank you, Matt. So we are close. I'm in Washington State. It is spooky season here. I'm super excited about it. If any, lots of skulls somewhere. But my question, actually, I want to know: are you an apple cider donut person?
We lost you for half a second there. Throw that back out there. Give us that question again.
So my question is: are you an all things pumpkin person, or are you an apple cider donut person?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what's going on at the mazes here. So like I said, Washington State, we are retired military. So Army veteran, military spouse, and I'm one of the recruiters. I do direct hire and SkillBridge. So I will pass it to Kate. Hopefully my audio sticks with me today.
You're sounding good on my end now. And I'm definitely apple cider team. So that's a really fun question as we move into fall. Hey, everyone. So great to be with you all here today. My name is Kate Wood. I'm the recruiting manager here at Hire Military. I'm an Army veteran. My husband's still on active duty. We are actually stationed Oconus in Panama, assigned to the embassy here. So different end of the spectrum weather-wise. But I just wanted to mention really quick before we move on, a congratulations to Matt Collins, who 1 year ago today joined our team as a SkillBridge intern himself. So just wanted to mention that as he's on with us today. But we are really excited to see so many new faces in the chats. We have some really exciting opportunities to share with you as we go. So let us dive in. I'll pass it back over to you, Lucy.
I am most definitely an apple cider person. Fun fact, I'd never tasted anything pumpkin related, pumpkin spice related until I moved to the US. I try every single year. Not a fan, not my favorite. But that's a fun question. And we've got some people, Carissa and Perrin, who agree with us there, Kate. So as we get going, let me highlight a couple of pieces of housekeeping for you. First of all, hiremilitary.us, that is our website up here. As we go along, we are sharing a highlight reel. I really want you to be familiar with that. We have 20 or so minutes to share what we've been doing this week. And we don't get the opportunity to talk about every single role. So if you don't hear something that relates to you or that you are interested in, definitely go to our website. The homepage is great because you can click on permanent jobs or you can click on SkillBridge internships, and it takes you right to where you need to be or where you want to be. If, again, you go in there and there's nothing for you, we've got another step that you can take. We want to know that you're an active job seeker or an active internship seeker. So we have two pipelines or candidate pools that you can register your details into so that we know that you are looking, we know that you're available. And as roles come in, we can either send you an email about them or we can send you an email about everything that's coming up, or we can connect with you about a specific position. So definitely do take the opportunity to take a look at our website, see what we've got to offer there. And also, I have referenced a couple of the resources, the resume and the effective LinkedIn profile ones. If you go to our resources tab, you will also see so many other documents there that will relate to you as a transitioning service member, you as a military spouse, or you as a veteran job seeker. So do take a moment when you've got a coffee in your hand and you've got a spare 5 or so minutes, take a look at those, because I think that they will be really interesting to most people here. So let's get going. We are going to kick off this afternoon with the SkillBridge internship opportunities that we have. So I'm going to go back over to you, Matt. But before you start sharing those, why don't you give us a brief top line on who SkillBridge is available for and who is eligible for that program?
Hey, thanks, Lucy. Absolutely. And I just got the funniest message from one of our teammates here, Matt Hart, who told me don't mess up today. So it's always good to have encouragement from the team so he can get that shout out. So thanks, Matt Hart, always in the corner. So SkillBridge, if you are 6 months out from the end of your service in the military, active duty that is, you are eligible for SkillBridge. So it's a DoD-wide program, and it really is that transition. It's that It is that bridge from active duty, time in uniform, to life in the private sector, right? Getting out there in corporate America or in, small businesses and learning what that world is. So it exists for you. What I tell everyone is start having that conversation now, 8 months out, 10 months out with your family, especially with your command team, because don't make assumptions that they're going to approve your skill bridge, right? Want to be the squeaky wheel. Really let them know, hey, I want to pursue a skill bridge. I know this program exists for me. It's part of the support system in place to support your transition from the military. So have those conversations with your command team early and often to make sure they're going to support it. And as Lucy has alluded to, and everyone will today, when you go to our website, www.hiremilitary.us, make sure you're filtering by where you want to be, location-wise, and what industry you want to get into. Again, we want to help, but if you put looking for remote anywhere, that doesn't give us a lot to go off, right? So we want to know what industry you want to be in and where is it you really want to live, because much of the opportunities now are getting back into the office on site. So that is skill bridge. Again, if you're 6 months out from your end of your ETS date from the military, skill bridge exists for you, and it's an incredible program. So with that, we're going to talk about just a few of our opportunities today, and with all of our skill bridge opportunities, understand they come with a very, very strong possibility of full-time employment with that skill bridge partner at the conclusion of your internship. So let's jump right in. So the first one we're going to talk about, really, really cool. This is an operations manager with a company called GeForce. This is a veteran-exclusive, veteran-only company. So this is an awesome place to land if you could. These roles are in Orange County, California, and Dallas, Fort Worth, but really they're looking for someone in the Texas role to be in the Fort Worth Metroplex. So our partners at GeForce, they're looking for a skill bridge candidate to develop their operations. They're going to be seeking someone who's a strong critical thinker, really important, innovative. And this is really important with an entrepreneurial spirit. So have you ever thought about potentially one day having your own business? So if you're someone with those skill sets, along with, you're passionate about customer service, you've got quality manager skills because you're going to be required to, plan projects, coordinate schedules, communicate timelines with crew members, with subcontractors, with customers. You're also going to be managing inventory and operating with a defined budget. So, if you've got that 3 or more years of project management experience, you've done budget estimation, facility management, things like that, preferably like in a construction background or, fast moving supply logistics background as well. That's what they're looking for. Again, this is GeForce is the company, and it's an operations manager. And it's in Orange County, California, and Fort Worth, Texas. Those are the two locations. And a plus for this role, guys, this role offers remote hybrid flexibility. So maybe 2 to 4 days in between, 2 days on site, 2 days at home. But there is that remote hybrid flexibility with this role. So really, really cool. If you're interested, connect with us, drop us a comment, let us know, and we'll reach out. I want to just give a kind of top line overview shout out today to Masonite. Every week I talk about Masonite. They're one of our most veteran-friendly companies. Some really exciting new roles in Colfax, North Carolina, as well as Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. This is an operations continuous improvement role. So these are really, if you're interested in these roles in these locations, it is if you've got that lean agile, lean Six Sigma, continuous improvement, process improvement, agile function backgrounds, that's what they're looking for. Some logistics, some supply backgrounds also a plus, but just check out, go to the website, look for Masonite when you filter for our roles. And there's some really exciting new roles in Colfax, North Carolina, and Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And these roles both have salary bands of around $110K annually. So really, really cool full-time opportunity at the end of your internship. And last, but definitely not least, if you've got 3+ years of mechanical experience, we've got another cohort starting with Texas Instruments with our equipment technicians. This is going to be in Dallas, Texas, home of the about to be defeated Dallas Cowboys as they come to San Francisco this Sunday. And a cohort starts on 4 December and 29 January. And again, this is for an equipment technician. So if you've got 3+ years of a basic mechanical experience, electrician background, electrician troubleshooting, it's a really, really, really cool opportunity with, an amazing company, Texas Instruments, in the chip manufacturing industry. So again, those cohorts are starting 4 December and 29 January in Dallas, Texas. That's with Texas Instruments. And that's the last one we'll talk about today. So those are my skill bridge roles. Without any further ado, I will pass it over to the always smiling Kate Wood. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandy Walker, who's also always smiling, to talk about some great direct hire roles. Brandy?
We all know that's not true. I'm not always smiling, but it's okay. I do want to say something about that Texas Instruments, the cohort. We always get questions of that placement at the end of an internship. They have offered to every single person that has finished their cohort, that have completed the program to date. We started in April, and I think we've had 6 complete, and they've got 6 offers. So if you're questioning about internships in SkillBridge, also, if you hear DoD SkillBridge, we're talking Army Career Skills Program as well. Just putting those two together. Had a conversation today where it was confusing for the candidate, but yeah, Texas Instruments is a great opportunity, and they are looking to hire people. So that's what you should look for in that SkillBridge opportunity. So enough about that. Let me go to some direct hire roles. So these are permanent roles, military spouses, veterans. That's what we're looking for. The first one is an electrical role in multiple locations. We're looking at Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, and Virginia. They're looking for a demonstrated competency in preventive, predictive, and computerized electrical maintenance management systems, a minimum of 4 years on-the-job electrical maintenance training, basic computer logic and programming, and knowledge of state and federal codes and regulations. So electrical, you obviously have to have electrical background. So that one is multiple locations, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, and Virginia. The next role I'm going to talk about, we just had a conversation, got off the phone not too long ago. They are nursing roles, and they are nationwide. Recently partnered with one of the largest hospital groups in the nation with hospitals across the country, and we're looking for nurses with backgrounds in critical care and rehab. Roles will be 8 to 13 week contract roles with a high probability of extension. I think when we were talking to them, they said someone's extended over a year. There's 13-week extensions every time they went. Great opportunity for military spouses who have that nursing background. So if you're interested, put nursing or nurse in the comments. If you're interested in the electrical roles, drop electrical in the comments. The nursing roles you won't see on the site yet because we haven't gotten them up. So we will come back to you when we have that ready to go. And now I will pass it to the always smiling Kate Wood.
Thanks so much, guys. So exciting to see such diversity in roles here. And I've got a couple more to mention as well. Again, these are still direct hire opportunities for transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses that are able to start work within the next 1 to 2 months or in the near future. First of all, I did want to mention quickly, I think his name was Hunter Reynolds, had a question about the North Carolina opportunity. That is a SkillBridge internship with our partner Masonite in Colfax, North Carolina. You can go to hiremilitary.us and search for that specific role. And I think someone else from our team is going to help guide you in the direction as well in the chat there. So wanted to offer some direct hire opportunities. The first one being a really exciting opportunity, a consulting manager. This is a senior level role. This is in the DC metro area, specifically Crystal City, Virginia, and it's hybrid in nature. This role, we have multiple opportunities with this client, is with a prestigious Global 4 consulting firm. So a global Big 4 consulting firm. This position will work specifically within the DoD's program and audit readiness. So this role does require audit experience, DoD Army financial management. It does require an active and current secret clearance. You have to have a master's degree in accounting, finance, IT, or business-related field. And they do prefer those that would serve in this position to have a certification, whether it's CPA, CISA, CIA, CGFM, or the CDFM as well. This role is hybrid. Like I mentioned, you'll be 2 to 3 days in office and the other days working remotely. This is in support of a long-term fixed contract with the DoD. The salary is mid 6 figures. And if you're interested specifically in this role, you can just type consulting into the chat and our lead recruiter, Amber Flores, will be able to reach out to you directly. This is a really exciting opportunity entering into a very well-known household brand as well, and lots of opportunities for growth in the future. We are also looking for roles for people that have experience with 2 other areas that are also going to be working in consulting manager level at the senior level. So if you have A123 compliance experience Or if you came from the sea burning world, or you are a Chem Corps officer and have experience with Army environmental disposal, they're also looking for those types of people to support this contract as well. So again, if any of those roles sound of interest to you, you can just type consulting into the chat and we'll reach out to you with the position descriptions and be able to provide more information as well. I have one more opportunity to share. This is still a direct hire opportunity. We are looking for a construction manager in Fort Belvoir. This is a hybrid role. In this position, you will be conducting assessments of all aspects of utility-related vulnerabilities. You'll increase the customer's awareness of potential vulnerabilities and impacts of utilities on mission execution capability and provide recommendations to mitigate or eliminate identified vulnerabilities. This person in this role also requires an active secret clearance. We know a lot of people exit the service with clearances and would like to be able to continue and hold them as they transition. So this role would afford you that. They do need 4+ years of relevant experience. And that specific experience would need to be within prime power production or electrical power production, as well as conducting utilities inspections with a major focus on risk and vulnerability assessment. The salary for this position is going to be around $120K. So if that sounds like of interest to you and you'd like to learn more, you can type construction manager into the chat and the lead recruiter, Matt Hart, will be able to reach out directly to you as well. I think that's it. That's all I have, Lucy. So I'd love to pass it back over to you.
Thanks, guys. Gosh, what opportunities today. And I'm going to follow up with a couple more just to round off our event today. So if you have joined us before, you may have heard about veteran service brands. In fact, Matt Collins talked about a couple of SkillBridge internships that we have with them right now, but they are a network of franchises aimed at setting up US military veterans with successful service-based business opportunities post-active duty. So if you are looking for an entrepreneurial role, if you are looking to set up your own business, definitely type veteran service brands into the chat and we can share the link with you there. They have 4 brands that are purely for veterans. They only hire veterans. They only bring veterans into their team. So it really is that home away from home post-active duty. And they have 4 different businesses. One is a parking lot striping one. One's athletic field markings, so striping again. Another one is epoxy floor management, creation, maintenance. And the other one is paint core, so setting up your own housing paint business or paint business even, sorry. And it's every single one of them are turnkey opportunities with the initial and continuing support that you will need, the marketing, all of the infrastructure that goes along with running your own business, they set you up with. Absolutely awesome people, really genuinely believe in them. If you were with us last week, you would have seen them on our live here and they shared more of their opportunity. But definitely, if this sounds of interest to you, do get in touch because we would love to connect you with them. I really do trust them and they have the integrity that we are looking for when we are looking at businesses and partners that we align with. Another role that we have today to share with you, if you are in the Corona del Mar area of California, admin assistant. It's paying around 60 to 62K per annum. And actually, even though it's Pacific time, they work Eastern time hours. So they do start at 6 and finish at 2 p.m. So if you're looking to, front load your day and be done by more or less lunchtime, this is the place for you. They're looking for a veteran administrative assistant. And this is the Mishla Financial Group. They are a veteran inclusive boutique investment bank, and they are looking to provide support to the president, CEO, and other individuals, but general admin duties, handling correspondence, managing calendars, appointments. They're looking for somebody with 3 to 5 years worth of admin experience, and they would really love to place a veteran in that role. So if that sounds of interest, if you are local in that area, definitely raise your hand and show us that you would like to hear more about that one. And finally, we are working with a great partner, a great organization that we have been friends with, for want of a better word, for a long time. Skillstorm has a vet tech IT training program, and this is open to transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses. And it is a full-time immersive tech training program. The programs are 16 weeks each, and they equip you with the skills needed for a successful career in cloud, cyber, security, or Java. So they have 2 different pathways, depending on whether you are a transitioning service member or whether you're a vet / military spouse. but they have training camps starting as early as October the 9th. And that would be for CompTIA, Security Plus, AWS, DevOps, AWS Cloud Practitioner, AWS Solutions Architect Associate, and Cybersecurity Pen Testing. So if this is something that you are looking to go into post-active duty and you are still able to start a SkillBridge internship, the phenomenal way that they work is they do endeavor to support you and connect you with a position post-active duty. That is part of their commitment to the SkillBridge internship piece of this. With regard to the veteran or the military spouse, they also want to support you post-training. So if this is something that is of interest, definitely do get in touch. We can put you in touch with them. But so that you know, they've got training start dates as early as October the 9th. Then it's October the 23rd for very similar that I just mentioned just now, November the 6th, November the 13th, and going on each month. So dependent on your availability, there should be a start date for you. So we would love to hear, and we would love to be able to connect you with those. And one final piece is a newsworthy update from us here at Hire Military. Our monthly newsletter is going out tomorrow. And if you are not subscribed to it already, definitely subscribe after tomorrow's comes out. It will come out on our LinkedIn page. And this month's is 10 can't miss resources to help you navigate your transition. And that sounds very transitioning service member oriented, which it is, but the 10 resources are also really helpful for those of us who are veterans or military spouses as well. So definitely keep an eye out on those. And I think that's about it from the questions today and the information that we've got to share. I'm going to hand over to Matt, Kate, Brandy. Anything that you wanted to mention before we finish up?
I am good today. Surprisingly, I have no added chatting to do, so I am good.
There's always a first for everything, Matt. Always a first when you've got nothing to say. Then we know it's time to finish. If you are looking towards SkillBridge internship or CSP in your future, and you've actually identified a company that you would like to work with and you've started talking to them, but they are not registered and they are looking for help and support on that, do keep us in mind. For a nominal fee to that company, Hire Military can support that SkillBridge internship. So if they are unable to get their paperwork completed with the DoD on time, or if the process is taking too long for your start date, remember that we have that piece that we can connect you with as well. But on behalf of Matt, Kate, and Brandy, I just want to say thank you for joining us today. It is always a pleasure to see you. It is always a pleasure to read your comments and to see who's out there. We read every single one of them. So thank you for sharing. And we just hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you can't go another week without hearing from me or from Mike Quinn, our CEO, every other Thursday, which would be this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and this link is up on our LinkedIn profile as well, we have a slightly different event. It's a LinkedIn audio one. It is for an hour long, and it's me and Mike talking to you as our audience, our population, and it's our office hours. We answer your questions in real time, and the beauty of that one is it is not scripted at all, so you should hear some of the things that come out. You know, sometimes we have to bite our tongue. It is funny. But also you get to hear what everybody else is saying as well. And you are witness to questions that you didn't even know to ask, let alone to find out the answer to. So if you're free, 1 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday afternoon, do join me and Mike. We would love to see you and actually talk to you. But until next week, it has been wonderful and we shall see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.